So I am late. I actually went to sleep about, I think I finally closed my eyes and actually fell asleep about 4:30. Which isn't necessarily unusual, but it was getting up part that was a little bit unusual because I kept having a dream. I kept having my alarm clock keep going off on a loop on me. And I kept like a stuck record. I turn it off and then we go through the same loop. Oh, I also did a video last night too, for those of you who did see it. It was me demonstrating what way we got to set it off for Chris Bliss for Thursday for him for Saturday, because Chris Bliss on Saturday will be a part of the show, and Thursday me and Noodles are going to the Knights of Columbus on Thursday, and then he's going to come back with us, and he's probably going to be doing his own stuff on Kick Rumble. I'm not sure exactly what, but you know how it is. And I do want to work on the shelf with the wheels. Of course, there are questions about the wheels, so let me explain them to you. Number one, is installing wheels on the shelf a good idea? Well, let me say the problem with those wheels is the center of gravity. The fact is that the wheels swivel, means that the wheels will always be changing the center of gravity, which means that they're not going to have the same stability as it does with just the four legs, which is true, but it's not like the four legs really make much of a damn difference when you think about it, because you got the records on the third shelf, you got miscellaneous bags and records on the second shelf, and then the top shelf, which have the lightest stuff, don't really result much instability, but it's just, we also don't know how the bottom part comes out, because I don't remember if I put it together, if I had to screw in studs, or if I had to just screw in the wheels. So let me say, well, why couldn't we work on it today? I said, yeah, we can work on it today. We just have to get the records off the shelf and then all the other stuff off the shelf and flip it on it, or gently wheel it out of the corner and then, or lift it out of the corner, because that point should be pretty light. Flop it down on its side and look at the bottom and see if you need to use the vice grips of reality on them, or if you could just pop them out with a hammer. I don't know which one it's going to be. So, and then put the inserts in and then put the wheels in, which would be great if I could get them on, because it would allow me to rock and roll. If you get the joke, the rock and roll, right? Yeah. But either way, it's still going to be a pain in the ass, a pain in the knee, a pain in the hip. Yes, it will be. All right. Now, I cancel for now that special appointment in December for the doctor. I wanted $350 to do the samples, because I want to find if there's somebody else that does it cheaper than that. Come on, there's got to be somebody. And second of all, might as well do it closer to the actual deep cleaning. It's also going to be deep cleaning your wallet too. I want $1,427, please. Yes, that's why you have the credit card. I don't really want to use it though. I'm going to save it for the appointment in March. It's going to still be rescheduled because it's something that the other doctor wanted. But the problem is that appointment's in March, and then this appointment could easily be done in February. But I'm wondering if there might be another specialist. It's going to cost me about $50 to get to Farmington, and there are in-network dentists in Farmington. So if I can get an in-network dentist to do the job cheaper, that might be a better choice. No, that's my plans. I'm gonna try to get maybe either if I still stick with the same Dr. Jameson Scotio in Torrington in March, maybe I can do the other one in February. So I can keep shoving more money into the Ally card so I'll have more money available for the appointment when it's time. You know. Well, the reason I didn't do that was I wasn't sure exactly when I was going to be able to do it. You see, you have to understand one thing. Okay, let's talk about what else is going on because it's related to everything. Social Security is only going to give me a 2.7% cost of living increase. However, the Medicare Part B premiums are going up by 8.7%. All right, that's even better. 8.7% increase in the Medicare Part B premiums is crazy. But you're only getting a 2.7% COLA, right? That means that what in the hell are you going to do? Now, I know I'm lucky the state pays for my Medicare Part B, but if I had to pay it out of my own pocket, you're suffering a 6% effective deduction in your cost of living. Minus 6.7%. That's crazy. Nobody... I don't even know why Medicare is allowed to do that. They should put a law up or a rule that says, thou shalt not go more than the cost of living adjustment. In other words, you want 2.7 in cost of living increase, you get a 2.7 Medicare increase to offset the 2.7. That's a 6.7%. That's a 6.0 loss of revenue in 2026. That's crazy. Nobody in their right mind can afford that. It's just not. If you're in a fixed income, and I'm not including my YouTube money here because that varies so much, but that's a major slap in the face with a dirty fish. You think about that. Here you are, cost of living increase of 2.7% is laughable anyway. It should be closer to 10%, but leave it to the stupid government. They always find ways to fuck you over. The whole idea of a cost of living increase was to deal with the reality of how much things have gone up in price. Okay? Now, the CPIW, that's what to calculate on instead of the CPIE, which is more realistic expense for most people on Social Security, is really not the best you to use, but we've been using the CPIE. No, we never used the CPIE. We always used the CPIW. It's always kind of shortchanged us every single time. I miss Brad too. Let's talk about that. It's a little more exciting. relatively. Yeah, relatively. Bradley, please come back. Please come back. I miss you. I've told you that in messages. I've told you that. Please come back. You're part of the show. You're part of my morning routine, and I wish you'd come back. Tiff, he wasn't bad. Yeah, I know. Sometimes he got a little bit emotional, but that's his nature. Well, so, like I said, this afternoon I'm gonna try to get to working on that shelf and see if I can put the wheels on. If I don't get to it, I probably will wait until after Thanksgiving to get me, Noodles, and Chris to kind of work on this as a project together. But I don't see why it should be a major deal, but I could be wrong. Yeah, that's the thing that hurt him. No one should be bullying anybody here. You guys are you're part of the community, all of you. I just wish that, we could all just work together instead of trying to tear each other down. You're not a villain. I don't think there's anybody here that's a villain. So last night I showed the set for Chris Bliss for Saturday. And it also is going to work good for Noodles. Because Noodles also will have access to the same headphones and microphone on the Kick and Rumble shows, so he can do his content. Yeah, it's been nice. So I don't really know what the answer is on the different things. So that's where we stand right now. So Noodles and I are most likely going to be going to the Knights of Columbus for Thanksgiving on Thursday. He's going to be here on most likely on Friday and Saturday and Sunday. Then probably he's heading back home on Monday or Sunday morning because he has to take care of his dogs too. And then Chris is coming on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and staying until Monday. And so it's going to be kind of interesting to see how all this works. I think he's coming Friday night or Saturday night. Oh, is he Saturday morning? Either Friday night or Saturday morning for Chris Bless. And then, yeah. So, like I said, the holidays are kind of a strange time. For me, they're kind of a mixed bag. Sorry, it is. So, yeah, I'm looking at that shelf right now. And I'm thinking ideas. Good morning, Tiger Kitty. How you doing? So, let's get the panel open here, and let's see. Captions on. Chat on. There you go. He didn't mind Carmen Miranda. That wasn't the reason he left. It was because he was being bullied by others in the Discord. Good morning, Chris Bliss. How you doing? I don't see his icon up here, but I know he's here. At least I think he is. Now, if he is here, I want to know what he thinks about the setup of the microphone. I think he's going to kind of agree. It's a good setup. It's also going to be good for if I'm sitting on the panel with my guests and if somebody else is on the board connecting calls or to panels. How come they don't make a US? How come Stream Deck doesn't have a button for that for Google Meets? I'm not quite sure how. He just said everybody was talking bad about him. I don't know who or why. But still, you know. Good morning, M60. How you doing today? Okay, Tiger K's coming up now. Hold on a minute. Let me get her on the screen here. Good morning. How you doing?
Brings you to winter spring.
Good morning, it certainly Michelle. Isn't the weather.
I was just wondering about our competitions, and now that Brad's left, does that by default make Krusty the winner?
Or no, but given the artwork you've done lately, I like the turkeys you did. I like the stuffed turkey. That's cute. I thought that was cute.
Yeah.
So it puts you more likely than not in the lead.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Good morning, M60.
So I'm gonna be trying to work on my shelf over there to try to get wheels on the shelf. Not that I'm looking forward to taking all the records off.
I worry about you putting wheels on the shelf. It's going to not make it so stable, is it?
It's not going to be as stable, no. But it's because I need to be able to get into that closet.
Right. Well, where that green screen is, can't you pull the sofa forward and put the shelf? Do you need to get to the shelf as well, I guess? Oh, damn. Move that shit you've got piled up right there that you're looking at now. All that, get rid of all that and put the shelf there.
Or if the shelf could slide back far enough into the closet, maybe you can go right in the closet. But to do that, I need to be able to get into the closet to clean out the shit in the closet so I can put the shelf in there.
Right. Good morning, Tina. Okay, Tina, I'll talk to you. How you doing?
That works better there, Michelle. See, you can see the shelf Michelle's talking about there. Yeah, I gotta work on that. I don't understand what Tina was doing by saying all those statements she said, but
Oh, you saw Tina's other video.
yeah, I saw part of her video.
Oh, I wasn't going to show you it. It took me too long to get her back last time. Yeah, the only bad thing about video, Tina, is I wish you hadn't have brought Michelle into it. But
she was really attacking Galaxy Eyes more than me in one video. It was like, which I still think was unappreciated.
Right. I have no bug. Oh, she doesn't have bugs.
No, she's got zits on her chin, or something like that.
Dry skin, maybe.
Because I mean, her zits on her skin were crazy. She had more than.
I mean, we all get zits, Michelle.
Yeah, I get zits too. So I called up the Connecticut local maxillofacial people this morning. I said I asked them about the insurance thing, particularly because I was curious about that, and they said, "Well, we don't work with the Anthem Medicare D-SNP one." And I said, "Well, I'll tell you what." I said, I'm gonna cancel for now, and I'll probably reschedule later on, thus I have the opportunity to decide if I'm going to find another person to collect those samples. I really don't want to pay $350. You know,
hang on a minute.
There's got to be a better choice out there, even if it isn't Farmington. Come on.
What to get your biopsy?
I was giving biopsy. Yeah, the samples.
Oh, Michelle, it's $300, but it's.
Yeah, but you know, I never.
Would you rather not know? I mean.
Well, it's not the matter of not knowing. It's the fact is that, well, I kind of rather not know too. But the other reason is it's $350 out of my credit card that's gonna. I'm trying to right now get my bill back down to like amount owed to like $700. And
I know, and I harp on about you getting that credit card down. But there are certain things that if he's seen a place in your mouth. He's not just saying biopsy the whole mouth. He's seen somewhere where he thinks, that's a bit. Or did he just go wherever you chew? Yeah, or is there a lump?
He's just going to go to the two places where the broken molar is and the other molar in the back is in the same location on the other side, which were the two places they said where the skin is white or lighter skin color. It's not a lump. It's just lighter color. And I'm like, well, yeah, I don't think it's a bad idea, but it's right at the wrong time. It's right when it's a few days, weeks before Christmas, and I'm like, oh man, this isn't gonna,
Well, personally, my personal review is, if he's seen places where he's worried about, get the fucking biopsy. It's not an every year event, is it? It's
no
one and done.
They do something similar for smokers too, but it's not. In that case, it's more in the lung area.
Need a lung X-ray or something. I actually booked myself in for a full checkup next month, so I'm going to be getting the once over, everything done.
What, the mammogram?
You know why I'm incentive to do this? Because my insurance company pays me
Oh well,
everything I do.
I don't
So,
get paid.
well, I don't. The money has to be used on medical shit, but because I'm at the doctor's a lot with my kidneys, I can help pay off some of the medical shit.
Young Brad, Tina, ask Brad if he can come back, please. I miss Brad being here on the morning show.
I don't think Brad is banned, Michelle.
I didn't ban him.
No, I don't.
He was already a mod. He was never banned as a mod. I never banned. There was a fake Bradley Sharp, but not the real one.
Well, no, we are going to quit New Year's. So get smoking now, brain dead. And anyone else who wants to join the Give Up Smoking Club, we're starting a club. Brain dead. Me.
No, it's not. It's not smoking, but I am trying to quit tobacco.
Oh, you can join, Michelle. Anything nicotine. Yeah, you can be in. We're going to support each other through the ups and the downs, Michelle.
Yeah.
So, New Year's resolution.
So, what did you think of the video I did last night?
I haven't got a chance to watch it, but I am going to. It's the one where you're setting up the headphone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will watch that after I leave here. Yeah, start smoking, people, so we can all quit our New Year's resolution. Nads, I'd like you to see if you could join us.
So smoking is so expensive. If you're a pack-a-day smoker, 31 days, average price of cigarettes in Connecticut is like $10. I'm just going to use 10 as a number, okay? So 7 to 10 hours a day, 31 days is $310 a month.
Well, I actually agree with you, and I was so disgusted because all I use my tobacco for is to put it in with my weed. So I actually bought some rolling tobacco.
You bought some Prince Albert in a can, huh?
No, it's in a can. It's in a pouch. It's in a pouch.
Right.
But it's a hell of a lot cheaper than buying cigarettes. And then I'm only crushing them
Oh,
up.
I know it is. I know it is. That's why a lot of poor people do roll their own.
Yeah. Well, I don't need them to be in that form because I'm dismantling them. But I don't need cigarettes.
Right. One time I was so desperate for tobacco high, I actually demolished a cigarette, took the tobacco out, and shoved it in my mouth. Ugh. It tasted as bad as my brother's Copenhagen.
You don't do well with cigarettes. That time you set yourself on fire when you got caught smoking and you put a lit cigarette in your pocket.
Right. That's also why I don't smoke Mary Jane either. No, finish this one lady. Michelle, your dress is burning. Uh-oh. I don't know. Okay. I really don't know why.
All right, Tina, I'm not ignoring you. I'm sorry, but I got...
Tina, why are you saying all these things about people? Please tell me. Clarify it. And I'm sorry, I was mad doesn't quite wash with me. You ever use that excuse? And it's almost it's just lame of an excuse. I want to know really why are you attacking the people that do care about you? I just want to know why.
She deleted her Discord, I see. Someone come and told her last night about something.
Oh, on her Discord? Not on Tina's Discord.
Yeah,
I left it.
I'm just trying to quickly read.
Oh, All I know is just that, yeah,
Brad is a mod on her show now.
what? Oh, is he? I know he's a mod. She said that. Yeah, I saw that.
Brad, nobody hates you. I really don't think anyone hates anybody around here. That's not.
Nobody hates anybody. I don't hate you, Brad. Brad, if anything, I miss you a lot. I wish you'd come back. You were a part of the morning panel. You were a part of the morning routine. Oh.
Oh, Brad is your manager?
No, I don't think that's what he said. She didn't say that. Someone else asked the question.
I don't think Brad wants to be a manager of anybody.
Nobody hates anybody.
It's been a very rocky couple of month or so.
It's been a shitty year for the most part. If you look at all the stuff that happened in 2025, it hasn't been very fun for anybody.
No, this has been a shit year for me. Mainly because of the dog. But other shit as well. Like the expense because of the dog. It's been a shit year. Let's bring on next year, Michelle.
I hope next year, this one, the next convocation, I'm not going to say may the next year be a banger, because I don't think I want that. Maybe I'll say something more like, may next year be peaceful and pleasant, and may there be lots of happy voices in the air. Stevie B is a manager, says hammer and nails.
Okay, Tina, they started it. Well, Tina, from what I read, they asked you to be quiet because they were trying to listen to a video. If that's what you went off on, you need to chill your britches.
Please reread the donation email. Clara says, "Do not ban." No, it does. It doesn't say that, but most likely people who donate are not exactly going to be getting banned anyway.
Nobody's banned, I don't think.
Who attacked you first? I didn't attack you. I don't think Galaxy Eyes did either.
You weren't there, so you don't know, Michelle, what happened. But it sounds like, Tina, you might have overreacted. Because I have heard you when I've said turn your TV down, you used to go off on one. If it was that, then no more Discord. She has no more Discord.
Yeah.
Oh. Can see your hammer. Bradley Sharp was a major financial giver here. He was. He billed $2 donations every day.
Yes, he was. But I think what I gave in exchange was even more valuable to him than anything. A sense of feeling comfortable being in a community where the host cared to reach out to him and talk with him. It's not just the numbers.
It's not, look, not everyone can afford to donate. Not everyone wants to donate. It doesn't matter if people donate or not. It's showing up here that matters. Everybody's as important as everybody else.
Right now, the economy is so shitty that nobody could afford to donate.
Right.
And it's Christmas, and people have got Christmas presents to buy.
Yeah, the heat, and you got to have your heating on because it's winter's here. It's more expense.
Yeah.
But Christmas is coming, Michelle, so you should have a good month next month.
I hope so. And I hope 2026 is going to be a decent year, too.
Yeah, me too. Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? Maybe they might drop a thermonuclear nuke on us or something. Rockets from Russia. The variation of the Ramones. Rockets from Russia. Well, either way,
No. Tiff, people shouldn't even feel like they need to donate here. You know, it does help Michelle out, but I don't like it when people, not everybody's in the same situation. You know, we don't know what's going on in people's lives.
I'm not sure what she means by when it's safe to do so. What does that mean? You could always be an anonymous donator too, you know. You don't have to make it public. Look at the pinned comment above. It gives a whole bunch of ways to donate. Many of them don't even show up on the donations. Well, Kitty doesn't show up for those. If you use the Botrix one, it does. But if you use the PayPal one, it doesn't.
I find it kind of gross talking about money, Michelle.
No, I didn't originally start up with the donation chat. That wasn't even the original reason I called. The dentist was originally I wanted to find out which insurances they did take. And they said, yes, we take Anthem, but we don't take the HMO one. You don't take the HMO one.
What?
The one that covers regular medical routine ones. Which has a sub-insurance company I have, but because they don't work with the HMO D-SNP plan.
So, is there any way we could find somebody who does? Or
yeah, I did. I got a list. I got a list from my insurance provider in Farmington. That's why I said we might have to go to Farmington.
Well, that's fine because it's not going to cost as much in taxis or a bus. Well,
no, taxis is about $50 one way. So
that's still better than 300.
It's still better than 300. Yeah.
They said other things.
Yeah.
No, you didn't, Tina. You called Hammer skinny, which, yeah. You also said something about Michelle, that she's jealous of you, or that she's always, well, you do that though, Michelle. I can't really defend you here. You do a lot of jabbing at Tina, her weight and stuff.
Yeah, but she's also mad at the other Michelle, too. It's not just Michelle. The other Michelle, she's mad at Galaxy Eyes. Have I ever put you down, Tiff? Tiff, have I ever?
I've never heard you put her down. I've never heard anyone put her down.
Christine says, sitting in the dark watching TV, hardly a show. Yeah.
In her opinion.
What do you mean he's screwy? Who's screwy? I mean,
Yeah, you have to realize how lucky you are, Michelle. There's a lot of people that don't have it as good as. I'm not saying you have it great, but there are people worse off.
Yeah, a lot of people in the
You've
system.
been worse off. You've been a lot worse off.
Even Noodles is
Remember.
suffering right now because of taxes, and
Yeah.
and the fact is that right now he's questioning about his job security because of the situation with his employer. So Noodles is kind of concerned that he may be having some financial hardships.
Oh dear. Doom and gloom. We got any good news to share today?
Well, it's not going to snow on Thanksgiving. How about that? And not for us anyway. We're not going to get snow. No, it's going to be sunny, actually. The same is kind of expected originally for Saturday. Sunday may see snowflakes. So what are you going to do to replace the... I don't know.
This is why we don't rely on donations.
No. That's why we have ads running. But those don't pay a lot either. And they don't really. I did not talk about anybody last night. I didn't watch last night.
No. These were your videos that you did, Tina. I saw them. I thought,
Anybody's welcome
no,
to donate if they can
Yeah.
afford to. That's just it. I mean, it's with the fact this holiday and Christmas, people just don't have the money right now to do that. I don't have a choice with the ads. YouTube's the one that throws them in there.
And you won't get an ad if you're a member. You should be selling that, Michelle.
Yeah, I do, but then YouTube keeps changing the rules. It used to be, if you remember, you didn't get any ads, but now they sneak a few ads in anyway.
I don't know, because I'm up here, I'm watching from here. I don't know if there's ads going on the YouTube side, so. But I don't get ads when I'm up here.
No, I know. I don't either. But I'm also got YouTube Premium too, so. Well, it's an ad that gets added more like overlays your stream in ways that's not very easy for people to work around. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Very much. It helps a lot. It really does. Thank you.
Month covered.
But I still would like to get Bradley back on the show though. That's an emotional thing. You know, it's not just the money. I miss talking to Bradley.
Okay then, Michelle, here's the thing. If you and Brad are close and good friends, there's nothing stopping you messaging each other.
I did.
Or emailing each other. Calling.
I did, but he never got back to me. I sent him a message. I said, Bradley, I miss you. I miss talking to you. He never got back to me.
Well, sometimes people need longer of a break than a few days.
Just like Grey Cat never came back either. That's what we were talking about a couple days ago after the Rick situation. She never came back either.
Grey Cat had a problem with someone. Who was it? Damn. I can't remember who it was.
How about this? Only here you guys don't show up in mine. Oh, let's put one.
I never know when you're streaming, Tina. I don't sit waiting for my notifications to be pinging or something.
And you know when I'm streaming, because usually it's at the same time every day.
Right, and I don't I'll come back and look at the computer, but I'm generally doing shit.
Yeah.
Or if I'm watching something on YouTube, I'm not looking at the notifications.
Oh yeah, I was going to change this thing back to what I said, which is for 5 minutes for the members. Because people were saying to me as well, it's nice that you're allowing strangers to come in here and talk, but they're not really.
Yeah. Also, I don't want to spend all my time watching people on YouTube. I need the real world as well.
Oh, yeah, same thing with me. It's like Noodles is saying, you should join X's panel. You should join Y's panel. You should talk to me on Z's channel. And excuse me, but Noodles, I have more going on redoing things off camera than I do on camera. YouTube is not, for example, going to clean my cat box. YouTube is not going to clean my apartment. YouTube is not going to clean my dumpster, take my garbage out. YouTube is not going to buy supplies for me at the store. I have to do all those things. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I'm so emotionally tired. I mean, emotionally tired, not physically. Sometimes I'm physically too. Where I need that time to just emotionally meditate and relax and chill out. Because I usually need that spiritual time. If I don't get that, I get grumpy.
I'm not sure what's happening with Nads and Tina. But I miss so much because I'm not in the Discord so much anymore.
Yeah, I know. I haven't seen you around much.
I pop in.
Yeah. So, Tina, I just don't understand why you keep doing this to people. I mean, you're going to alienate your audience completely. And then, because you're trying, unintentionally, you're trying to pit loyalty against loyalty. The people that you badmouth are the ones that the other people like. And then they're like, wait a minute. Okay, someone wants to come up. It's Moose. You got it, Tiger?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, Moose. How you doing?
Shut up, Tina. Oh, God. Sorry, I had to tell Tina.
Come on, let's all try and get on.
How you doing?
Jesus Christ. Why is everyone fighting all the time?
I don't know. It's so much fun, though. Michelle, I just got done at the gym. I've always told people this from the start. What you want to do is lift weights first. That way you burn all the glycogen out of your muscles from the carbs you ate the day before.
Now, this afternoon when I work on this record shelf this afternoon.
How dare you interrupt me, Michelle?
I'll be lifting weights today. You see all those records? I gotta take all those records
How
off that
dare
shelf.
you? Shut up, Tina.
So I'm gonna be getting some cardio in.
I think there's a better way to store shit, Michelle. I don't know, leaning them on that shelf against a door.
Try the dumpster.
The door's it's not leaning against the door. That's the first thing. But I gotta be able to get into that closet.
How much of that stuff could you throw away and you would never miss it?
I probably could throw almost every single piece of stuff in there out.
Then why don't you just do that?
That I gotta get the shelf away from the door first so I can get into the closet.
Noodles said he would do that for you on Thursday. He said he was going to go in there and clean it all out.
Right. So what I gotta do is let me
Chris is helping.
Yeah, Chris is going to help.
Yeah, Chris is gonna help on Saturday.
Knights of Columbus. They said before Knights of Columbus, they are going to make sure everything's thrown away.
Tina said he no longer has membership.
I don't think it's going to be a single hour event. I think it's going to take like 2 or 3 hours to get everything out of all the closets.
Well, they got to earn their dinner. They got to earn their dinner, right?
Yeah.
Is Sam coming this year?
Oh, God. I hope not.
Yes, Tina. I know you no longer have a membership with me.
Maybe you should get a USB charger that was like a bad one and leave it out for Sam to steal, like one that you were going to throw away, and let Sam steal that one.
Well, the other closet's easy to get into versus the one that we're talking about because I got to get into that closet. That's the one that needs to be worked on, and that's the one that's my records are in the way. Once that area is cleaned out, if I think the depth of the closet is just about, it's really a very shallow closet. Maybe I can get the shelf to go all the way into that closet. Maybe.
But what's in the closet? You mean clean the whole closet out and replace it with the shelf?
Yeah, there's boxes of miscellaneous stuff. Some of it was left over from Ed's days.
Where are you going to put the stuff that was in the closet?
In the tip.
Yeah, good idea.
Michelle, when you have Noodles in there cleaning the closet and he's inside of it, pull up your phone and start filming and go, Noodles, come out of the closet.
You know, it'd be interesting if you could make that into a portal to go to another dimension. I love the idea. You keep dreaming about it, making that into a portal.
Where would you want that? Where would you want it to come out at?
Silver Moon.
What about if you could have it come out in Hammer's basement?
No. How he would feel about that.
Well, who cares what he feels? You could come in there and watch him work out when he's lifting muscles with his, he's lifting weights with his shirt off and stuff.
Well, Hammer said he can't do it Saturday. Come here because he's gonna be with family. That's traveled a long way to get there. So maybe he and I can meet up at another time.
What if Noodles drove you guys to Hammers, and that way you could all spend Thanksgiving together?
I don't know if he's having the family at his house.
Well, maybe you can come the week after. It doesn't have to be Thanksgiving, does it?
Right. It doesn't have to be Thanksgiving.
Hold each other any day, right?
Yeah.
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 So I'm going to be getting in some cardio today, obviously, and then if I'm lucky enough and the wheels attached without too much of a fuss, that'd be.
I'm not sure about putting the wheel. He's lifting records.
I don't know if that's considered cardio at all. That's not cardio, I don't think. That's just standing up.
That still for me is an accomplishment.
I guess that's true. Dancing's good cardio. You should do more dancing, Michelle.
Yeah. Well, we can do
Everyone loves
that.
watching you dance.
So you guys did watch the video last night. You would notice that we set up now so we can do more. People on the couch will be able to hear the Google Meets better now. Because everybody on the couch gets their own pair of cheap headphones so they can all hear the show and interact with the show.
You should name your couch the casting couch. And then when Noodles and Chris come over, you could set the camera up.
Well, you know what's irony is we have another couch that sort of was another Ed legacy that kind of stayed and no one really gave a fuck about. It's the one that's the brown couch. The one that Rusty likes to sleep on. And so does my jacket. And so does a bunch of other debris.
Yeah, your place is getting a bit cluttered, Michelle. It's time to unclutter. That pile of shit that's been sat there for how long now?
Long time. Just leave it at that.
I know, but it wouldn't take you long. It really wouldn't, just to throw it in one pile or another pile.
Well, the problem is that's not Michelle's own dumpster downstairs, so she can't just fill it up with her stuff and be ungrateful. That's shared by all the families.
If you slowly put a bag full of shit in there, it wouldn't matter. No one would notice.
Oh, yeah, a few bags they can throw in there, but...
Yeah, and then wait a bit, and then throw another couple of bags in.
I don't know if the brown couch would fit in there. No, it won't fit in the dump.
The brown couches in, but what they do is they'll come and pick that up. I did this in Maryland. I had to ring up the
Salvation Army will.
No, it's not Salvation Army. You ring up the garbage people. Once a month, the garbage people used to collect big items. And you could throw out like 2 or 3 once a month. And they'd come and pick it up.
Well, the couch is actually in pretty good shape overall. I mean, it's just, I don't know.
Does Krista want it?
Right now, Krista has no place to put it at this moment.
Yeah, but she's like number 2 on the old people's list now. She might need it.
Yeah, if she can get a couple people to help her get it down the stairs.
I'm sure Ray would even help if it's for Krista.
I don't know if Ray would help. It sounds like they're not really talking to each other right now.
Oh. I mean, if it's in good condition, you could even, or okay condition, you could put it up free to a good home, put a label on it.
Yeah.
Well, not to a good home, but free.
I mean, the idea of the couch there was pretty good originally because then you'd be able to, have the, guests sit there on the couch like Molasses and did with Cruiser, but other than that, it's not really used a lot.
Hasn't Noodles slept on it before?
Noodles used to sleep on it. He sleeps on the other couch now. Probably because it's got all the other stuff on it. So that's what I wanted to do today. That was my goal. Was to start doing something. Anything.
Yeah, I'm cleaning out all my Christmas shit. I've got my tree up. I've nearly finished it. I'm throwing a lot of Christmas shit out because I don't know why I've got it. I don't use it.
Yeah, well, my tree's up year round, so that's one less thing to worry about.
Yeah.
I still got plywood in the other closet for Ed's train layouts.
Just throw it away.
Pretty much.
Stick it in the tip.
Yeah. That's kind of stupid. I mean, it's got... it's just 2 pieces of plywood that's a little smaller than... more like 36 inches by 36 inch square pieces of plywood. Oriented strand board. Maybe I can get them down to out to the porch and have somebody else, like Noodles, carry them down to the dumpster. Almost everything in that closet in the hallway can be just thrown away. Most of it's not important. It's just old TV and a VCR combo and a old ancient computer that has never been worked on in over 20 years.
Throw it away.
Pretty much, yeah. There's some broken glass from a picture frame that broke in there, which is going to be fun to work around. Jesus.
Have you got some newspaper? You've got plenty of shit that the trolls send you. Use some of the magazines to wrap the glass up in.
Yeah. Or I could always put on my UV gloves to pick up the broken glass piece.
Actually, I'm not sure you should be picking up broken glass for your eyesight.
Well, ideally, I don't want to, but that's why I said originally I was going to ask Noodles to help me out with that. He probably deals with that kind of mess and demo. At least this closet I got to work on doesn't have glass in it. It's still got a lot of junk in there, though. Yeah, so the wheels, which are the ones that are for my chair, and another set of them, they're the same kind of things. They roll, they swivel, they roll. The problem is, like Lumi said, if for some reason the rear wheel, well, let me see a wheel. It might be easy to show an example. Hold a minute. I have two different kinds. I got 5 of these, and I have 5 of another generic wheel, which is kind of similar. Is you can see here the shape of the wheel. Now, this is the part that goes, my finger's holding on to, is where it holds into the shelf. So when you push it back against the wall, that means that the wheel in the front is going to be this way. So it's going to be more supported front so it doesn't tip forward. But the wheel in the back is going to be, center of gravity is going to be enough that the shelf might be a little more tippy.
Well, I just think sticking a shelf with records on it on wheels doesn't sound very... I mean, is it stable?
Well, that's the question. We don't really know how stable it is. Obviously, Michelle is...
When you grab it, does it wiggle? Is it like a lot of
No,
heavy weight?
it's solid. It's solid. It doesn't. It's not like it's not solid. It's got a good structure to it, but it's just the fact that
How thick is the plywood?
It's not plywood. It's metal. It's the same kind of metal as on the shelf that you probably see over there, the metal shelf. It's the same kind of metal shelf as on this shelf.
Let me tell him which one it is. Yeah, it's like that.
It's the same kind of shelf as this one. That holds my monitor and all that. This is just a mini version of that. So.
And the shelf is in front of her closet, which she needs to get to. So she wants to put the shelf on wheels so she can wheel the records.
Yeah, so I can get in there so I can clean it out. I think my extra coffee cups are in there. And so is the extra dishes that you don't need right now. Right, but dishes can stay for now and there. They don't need them right now. But, yes. But there's a lot of other junk in there from Ed's days that we don't need in there either.
Right, just throw all that away. Eek.
Yeah. The plywood is a 1/2 inch thick. It's, I mean, it would be good for some uses on a construction site. Like,
Oh, he's on about the wood you got in your.
but it's not exterior grade though. So once you get wet, it's gonna just like OSB is just gonna just flake apart.
Do you want it then, Hammer? Do you want the old plywood? You can come and collect it.
Yeah, you can have it.
You can have it.
Yeah, you can have it. It's not doing me no good.
Right. Nice bit of free plywood. I'm going to get on. I know I haven't been here long, but I'm going to get on. It's 12 o'clock. I'm going to finish up doing my tree and putting everything away because my house looks like a mess. So I'll catch everybody later. Goodbye.
Yeah, my house is sort of getting better, but it's going to take a while to clean everything out.
Well, just get stuck in. That's what I'm doing. Bye-bye.
Yeah. I'll touch you later. Yeah, and just bought the cheapest garbage he could for his trains on, and it just didn't stand up to, what he was using for. I guess was okay. But what we did was we would attach it with angle iron brackets to the other half, so that the train board could be unscrewed and taken apart and then reassembled again. But I didn't think it was very structurally sound because he didn't put even a 1x3 fairing strips underneath to provide rigidity, so the thing would bow, and it left all kinds of problems with train tracks, trying to make sure that the Lionel trains didn't bow too bad to the point where they were just totally buckling up the tracks. Oh, I know. Nobody wants that crap. I mean, I can't believe they use that in some housing now in floors. I really don't. I can't believe they use them now for flooring and housing, subfloors. But they do, and I'm like, yeah. Well, so like I said, I'm gonna end up doing a little bit of cardio today. And a little bit of knee bending exercises in the form of getting up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, taking records down, put records in a pile, get up, put more records out, put them in a pile, get up, put down the records, kneel down, put the records down, put the records up, put the records down, put the records down, take anything else off the shelf I need, go through and see if it's anything keep, sell or toss. Probably some more tosses than sells, but and that's the metal shelf. What about the white shelf? Honey, the white shelf is just as much of a mess. Yes, it is. So we got to do the white shelf too. The only reason we got the metal shelf originally was because the white shelf at the time was getting kind of creaky because of the weight of all the records on it. And that's standing up fine, but the white shelf still has the lion's share of vinyls. Yeah. Pretty slow day today. And by the way, vinyl albums, they weigh a lot. You don't really think about how much records weigh. You actually, I've seen people have videotape collections, right? VHS, Beta, and they have these shelves. I know a couple of records, videotape rental places. They used to have hundreds of tapes behind a desk, and the shelf would be sagging under the weight because it's almost like they took a couple of 1x6s planks on bricks, and they would put the tapes on those. And so the center of the tape collection would bow at the record shops or video rental stores. You're like, holy crap! Don't you think that shelf's gonna eventually break? And like you talk to those clerks, they're like, yeah, it stood up fine this long. Yeah. But guess what? They stood up long enough before the video or VHS tape rentals disappeared, and then and they said, I told you my shelf would last. Yeah. The industry changed. I don't know why everybody likes OSB. OSB is just it's cheaper because of what it's made. It's not good plywood. It's not exterior grade. It's not finished one side. It's not finished on either side. It looks cheesy. Sorry, I try to keep things exciting. So if I can get the shelf done, I'm not gonna lie. I might, as I said, take the records off, put the shelf on the side, take it apart, and try to take out put the wheels and find out that they're not going to mount because of a variety of reasons. Number one, unlike this shelf, this one has threaded ends in the rods. That shelf uses a different mechanism. How's it going? It's going okay. Cynic. It's going okay. It's holding in there. So yeah, I look forward to the holidays, but I'll be honest, there's kind of like I'm just feeling kind of bad that, as I said, Bradley's not here. This is from someone that's not me. Tina, are you losing it? That's a good question. Are you? Tina, you've been under a lot of stress lately, this year, and have you thought about talking to a local therapist? Why don't you see if you can find a therapist in your state on your that accepts your benefits? Therapy is important. If you don't got therapy, and you really need it, if you really need it, it really does help. It really does help if you can get therapy. Because you suffered a lot, Tina, in the last few months. Whole year has been for you up and down. It's not been really good for you. You got problems with your husband's stroke. You had problems with your water pump in your basement. You had problems with your toilet. You had problems with your kids. You had problems with your TV. You had problems with car. You had. I think sometimes you could benefit from therapy. It's easy. BETTERHELP.com. BETTER dot. No, there's no dot there. BETTERHELP.com. But if she can get it on her local insurance, then she should try to go for local. But then, yeah, she's kind of stuck. So, yeah. But they do a program where it's $200 a month, which covers a couple different programs. For example, one-on-one counseling. You can counsel by phone. You can counsel by online. You can counsel by text messages. You can also take group therapy. They have that too. Tiff, you should never have been bullied or harassed. I don't even know why you would be. Tina, I don't know if that's exactly accurate. But I'm not going to judge you. It's up to you. It's just, I would say is give it some thought, okay? Because therapy helped me a lot deal with a lot of the stuff that was going on this year. No, they don't have a promo code, but because she's on a low income, she can get on the special rate, and that's what can count for Tina. And that's why I try to keep it this way, Tiff. It's a happy place for everybody. I really do try. That's why when I see people sad and leaving my groups, I feel bad because I feel like it's my fault, even though I know it's not. I just wish there was more communities where people could actually work together and not have to worry about having one pick on the other one. It just sucks so much. I hope you have a nice TA too, Tiff. I want to see everybody happy. So, how do we resolve the Bradley Sharp situation? That still deeply disturbs me. The community has helped him make a positive inroads. He managed to quit drinking with our encouragement and our support. I'm just afraid he's going to backslide. Like I said, I don't have all the answers to all the questions in the world today. Yeah, I know. It's as quiet as a mausoleum, isn't it? That's because the panel's open, but no one's talking. Exactly. And the panel, that is. Yeah. It's, not even Noodles is coming up right now. Probably he's live. Or maybe he's asleep. Maybe he's taking a major colossal shit. Oh, just. I understand the hammer nails. Everybody has their own situations. So, I mean, I'm not really looking forward to messing with this tower of vinyl, but overall it doesn't look too insurmountable. I mean, it's gonna be a bit of an annoyance. Like, I gotta scoot the green screen temporarily into the other room so I can take all the records down and then put them into a neat pile and then take all the electronics off the shelf, which isn't a lot. And then I don't know if the wheels will mount, but at least I can look at it. Maybe I'll be lucky. Maybe it'll just mount without too much of a fuss. Talk to hope you have a great day too, Tiff. So yeah, it's the holiday season is kind of a strange time. It's not it doesn't really always make a lot of sense. But how did my life get to be so lame? I was just thinking about that. Like, well, I don't think the knee injury helped any, but it's not particularly just a knee injury. It's just you're 57 years old, 58 years old, and you're yeah. It's quiet. It's just you and the cat. And and I do feel the emotional malaise going on spiritually around me. I'm picking up on all those people worried about what's going to happen during the holidays. I never talk about that. Let's talk about that. What does it mean for an empath when you feel that? Well, even if you have the best shields, you get it still. You still feel it. You can still feel people's feelings are still knocking at your metaphorical door. You could have the best shields in the world, but some people's very strong feelings come through. Not really, but at least they're watching. I've seen that before, which is fine. In fact, why don't you come on up to the panel? You have the panel link. I've given it to you before. It's BGE. So what do you do when you're an empath and you're feeling all those feelings? Well, honestly, I can't give you a very specific treatment for it. I just can tell you is you just got to just try to keep on going. You don't have a choice, you know. What would you say if I found a clip? A clip of what? Bullets? Flechettes? Pictures? Video? Sound? A money clip? What kind of clip? Just like the mental retardation process in her shorts. Why even do shorts? I mean, okay, let's talk about this. I see a lot of shorts. Okay, number one, most of the time, the shorts are just dumpster food. They're not really anything significantly can be done in 3 minutes. It was worse when they were only a minute. You couldn't even do much in that. You sit there, you say, "Hi, how you doing?" Short over. That's it, pretty much. And you're like, what the hell did I watch that for? There's nothing to see. You just said, "Hi, how are you doing?" And then the short ends. I just don't understand the logic of doing shorts. And then YouTube now, you get on the shorts and all you see, and so, well, some are cute. But some of the ones that I see are cute. I'm like, why couldn't you make the video longer? Like the kitty cat ones. I'm not talking about the ones that with the cat with the musical instruments, although that's kind of cute. But it's the same cat. The same scene waking up a woman late at night. It's like you're doing the same content. Maybe with drums, a harmonica, a violin, a accordion, whatever. You're doing the same old scene. It doesn't change. How about a young kitty cat doing a performance in front of in a concert? How about showing what's the story here? A little kitty cat wanted to become a performer and wanted to learn to perform his instruments. What's wrong with a serial? It doesn't have to be a long one. If you're gonna do a 3 fucking minute short, how about making it so it's something that's gonna engage me? Well, jealous of what? I mean, why is she jealous? What is she jealous of? Me? What do I got? I mean, well, let's put it this way. What I don't have is probably what she's jealous of. I don't have to worry about kids because I don't have kids. I don't I don't have some of her medical issues that she has. Except I have issues with my own hips and back and my knees. Okay? I'm not really that much to be jealous of. Yeah, I haven't been on your server lately. I mean, I go in there real quick. I don't really talk much. But some of the ones that make these fancy shorts with the cats, they're not even in our Discord. I mean, they're not even on my YouTube. But YouTube, why did you create these shorts? You wanted to be another Me Too. Oh, we want to be like TikTok. What the fuck for? You don't even pay well. The monetization on shorts is abysmal. You're not getting any views. The long-term ones, they're just flying by them real fast. Kind of like driving on a Route 66 and not stopping to look at all the attractions. You're just flying right by them. What kind of crap is that? It doesn't make any sense. And then we do valid content, and we try to put our best forward on our landscape streams, and we don't even get any recognition. Next someday, somebody's going to create a bug short. Actually, they already have one. I'm sorry to say so for you. Animated cockroaches. It's called Joe's Apartment, Michelle. That's not a short. But you can bet they make one like that kind of ties in with the movie. Yeah, I guess so. It just angers me to see how much time we're wasting on wasteful products. We go out there, content creators like me, you may not think I'm very creative. I'm going to tell you something. That's not the case. I love putting things together. I love collaborating with people. But when it's the same old shake and bake, place in the microwave for 5 minutes and call it done kind of short, I don't exactly call that collaboration. I call that just boring repeat until done. It doesn't even excite me. You want to see content? I don't care if it takes you a week to do a video. I want to see content where the person's putting their heart and soul into what they love. That's what I want to see. Not just somebody coming up with like AI, clay pigeon fodder that just you can shoot at and basically be done with it. I want people to make content where they feel, or the content feels like it's engaging and is something that I want to come back and see if there's a part 2 or 3. And Tina, okay, I'm going to say one thing about your housekeeping. You got kids, they're adults. Tell them to get off their fat ass and help you out around the house. Okay? Come on. You're the mother, for God's sakes. There's no reason why your fat ass kids can't help you, and you know they can. You really need to get them to get off their ass and do some work. They're costing you money. They're not contributing to the family. They make a mess. They treat you like Jabba the fat fuck sitting in the chair. They don't care about you. They really don't. It's about all the money that you... Well, okay, I don't know how much money you got, but obviously the money you got isn't... You can't afford a maid? How the hell are you ever going to get George home? Let's be honest here. Even if you're getting a visiting nurse, if you can afford one, it's going to cost you money, right? But your kids are already there. They need to help out the house a bit. There's no reason why they can't do that. If I had kids and they were that lazy and slothful, they'd be seeing a notice to quit from the court. They'd be out of my house. Because they're not contributing nothing. Except eating up your food, running up your electricity, and running up running your car to death. I would not tolerate that. I would absolutely would tell my kid, look, you're of legal age. Now you either help me out and give me a hand, or you'll get the fuck out. Period. That's because I would say is, I've been there for you when you were born. I raised you. I changed your diapers. I made sure to deal with you when you were having colic. I dealt with you bringing you down to the pediatrician to get you your shots. I dealt with getting you school supplies in school when you were in school. I took care of all you. Now I need a helping hand. Now, why can't you return the damn favor? Instead of sitting there like a big fat Jabba the Fuck, sitting on a couch watching TV while eating popcorn, God forbid, and you're sitting there and go, Mom, I need more popcorn. Go make your own popcorn, asshole. You don't need to have your poor mother do the job when your mother can barely move. You can at least take the time to say, hey, Ma, would you like me to help you with cleaning the bathroom a little bit? Would you like me to help with taking out the garbage? Would you like me to make sure that the dog and the cat are fed? These are things that they can do. They're easy jobs. Exactly, Galaxy Eyes. Exactly. That's isn't necessarily gross. That's just taking care of a lot of animals. She works in animal rescue. Her whole life is dedicated to the welfare of the animals she saves. That takes me that she has to clean cages. She has to take care of animal bills and animal care. She's at least doing something. And she knows that the little lizards and the little dogs and the little kittens can't do much. That's different. She's giving back to the community of the animal kingdom. But Tina's kids have no excuses. They have opposable thumbs. They are human beings. They can do something. Oh, really? And then you sit there on your YouTube channel and you say bad stuff about people when your own life is a dumpster fire. Come on, Tina, give me a break. I tried to tell you some suggestions. If you really want to see your husband live at home again with you, you're gonna have to get the kids to pull some goddamn weight around there. They're not minors anymore. They're adults. And those adults can help you out here. There's no reason. More like I'm throwing gasoline on reality here. You guys have got to do something. And I say you guys, Tina, I'm talking about you and your family. And you got to stop bad-mouthing everybody. People on this channel that have never done anything wrong to you. We've always been there. We've always been trying to help you and support you and be kind to you and show appreciation to you. And then you go out there on a rant and rave and talk bad about people. Why? What did we do to you? We never did anything wrong. We're trying to help you out as best we can from a remote. We give you advice. I know somebody would say about me the same thing, but, well, that's kind of understandable. I mean, but the thing is your kids have no excuse to not do anything. I'm going to throw a mortar shell at that glass house of hers. I'm sorry, but she really does need to motivate herself, show her Sagittarius fire, and tell those kids, look, either you help me or you get the fuck out. I can't deal with everything anymore. My back isn't good anymore. I have a hard time walking, you little spoiled brats. And you know what? That's exactly what I would tell them. But then at the same time, I wouldn't go out there and attack the people on your streams, people who really did nothing wrong. I mean, you don't understand how much it hurts, Tina, to hear people say bad stuff about people over and over and over again. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Tina. I don't care if you're John Doe, American Public. I don't care what your name is. The point is, the fact is that you know as well as we do that we as a community have been there for you and tried our best to help you. And instead of actually saying thank you, you go start tearing people down on your streams. I mean, you can do better. You can do better than this. Don't get me started. You know what? You know what? I'm going to tell you something to that person that's saying those comments on Kick. I don't know who the hell you are. Or you should have fuck don't know me, do you? No, you have no idea who I am. Let me tell you something. I'm going to come in there and I'm going to take care of your little scrawny ass right now. How do you like that? Yes, I am. Let's see, where is it? Person's name is KH. Bye. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out, you little motherfucker. You're out of here. I don't need that kind of crap. I did. Yeah, Hammer, I need a mountain over there. Alright, so let's talk about some good stuff. Today I'm going to try to get the shelf done. I was telling Lemmy about this last night. I said, look, I want to see if the wheels will fit. I think they will. I don't have absolute certainty, but I think I should be able to get them things on. That would be so much better than just doing nothing. And besides, I need to sort through the shelf anyway because it's got a lot of stuff on it that probably doesn't need to be here anymore. And so clean it up, reorganize it a bit. Even if I can't get the wheels on, at least it won't be in vain. At least it wouldn't be in vain. Well, yeah, I know I did. Because I was pissed. Yeah. But I mean, so when you're an empath, you pick up the emotions that are all around you, and it just builds up. Like I said, it's like someone beating on your wall, and you just so much you can only just tolerate so much before you just can't cope with it anymore, and then you just gotta just go out there and start screaming. But at least I don't make a video about it out of the blue, just attacking everybody, because that's just so stupid. Yeah, she doesn't like you, and she didn't like me. She didn't like a lot of people. I already gave her one try, but I feel like I was basically betrayed. And don't ever betray a Virgo. Trust me, you will know why. You talk about the strong silent type? Well, let's put it this way. While we're not as cold as a Scorpio, we give you that kind of cold shoulder that doesn't go away after a few weeks. I mean, I really feel betrayed. And I really, really feel it's not fair. I feel Bradley was betrayed. And with Bradley, it just pisses me off. I liked him a lot. He was a wonderful person. He never harmed anybody here. He put a lot of effort into making positive changes in his life. He busted his tail every friggin' day working, and he would still take the time to come out here and be on the morning show. And I couldn't do anything to stop the people that were harassing him over and over again. And the thing that burns me up is the fact that he's a kindred spirit that had never done any wrong to anybody, and yet he was treated with disdain. I don't understand that. Sadly enough, Hammer, all Virgos do. Just watch the videos I sent you last night. It's a Virgo thing that all do. We just don't think we're good enough. And that's part of the problem. We just keep saying to ourselves, are we doing enough? Am I doing good enough? There's always that bit of uncertainty in our lives. Am I doing enough? Am I doing a good enough job? And then we overcompensate. I'm not saying Brad is a saint. I'm saying he was a hard worker. He was a little different. But he still was a good person overall. I'm just saying this is that I'm not sure how he lied to me. He really was working. He really did enjoy talking to me. I looked forward to being on the stream in the mornings. And sometimes she does that. Look, all I know is Bradley had a hard life. Okay, I'm not gonna say what he does when he goes off during his rampages is right, but the thing is that he's hurting inside. Okay, he's having personal issues, just like we all do. So, well, now you just gotta get some bread and some put in a knife to cut it up with and make it into a lunch. Go get some salami or some ham and some cheese, maybe some mustard if that's your thing, and make a lunch out of it. That's what I would do. Although I can't eat mayonnaise, so I probably would just put some ham and Swiss on with the tomato and the onion. May not be the greatest thing lunch in the world, but just call it humble lunch. Actually, in Norwegian, they have things called motpakkas, which are basically bag lunches, which is basically a plain, boring sandwich and a apple and a water kind of thing. It's food. It's not. It's humble food. I call it humble food. Keeps you humble. Well, this is kind of wrapping up in a real slow way. Yeah, it's just gonna be. Right now, I feel like the sky outside my window, gray. Yeah, I feel gray. Does that make sense? Yeah, you feel gray. I feel gray. I don't feel blue. I feel gray. Well, I think it's time to wrap it up. Honestly, it's just about time. I'm going to work on something a little more exciting this afternoon. At least I'm going to start the job. I'll be honest, I don't know how it's going to go. I really don't know. But damn, if anything, at least I can clear the junk off that shelf. At least I could get the shelf clean and sort through all the records and Even if I can't get the wheels on. And I do recognize you. Moose, Knuckles, Outdoors. I see you out there. I give you recognition every day, Hammer Nails. I appreciate the fact that you're trying to, you put a lot of work into what you do. Well, so now, Tina, just to wrap this up, you know what you got to do. And if you can at least think about it and consider what I'm telling you, if for your own sake of your own sanity, you got to stand up and tell your kids that they need to help you. If they can't do that, then you go down to the clerk office, file eviction notices, give them the fucking notice to quit, and tell them to GTFO. Period. Because they're not helping you. They're not a help. They're a hindrance. They're slowing you down. Yes, my dad, I know you have too. All right, so let's just wrap it up. It's obviously not going to get any better. Yeah, you know what? I have to agree with you on that. But for now, let's get the blessings, and may all you have a happy and safe day. May you actually stand up and do what you believe in, and make sure people know how you feel. And make sure to be excellent to one another. May Michelle's cleaning job be successful. The service is over. Time to go. Peace, kind love, and don't forget the party on, dude. And we'll see you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.
Michelle and Maria Lumi, I will always be there for you. Michelle, never stop believing in yourself. Go out there and show the world what you can do. Go kick some ass and have a good time doing it. I love both of you so much. I love how far you have come on YouTube.
In the summer's embrace, she finds her way. Twisting and turning, she won't let things sway. With love for the music and fire in her soul, she dances through life, her heart in control. She won't give up, she won't sit down. In her purple dress, she twirls around.